price and where it is now. What do you make of the not just the decline that we've seen month to date, which would be its worst since November 2018, but just the decline since the record highs?
Well, I don't think it's really fair to look at it that way. You're cherry picking the data if you think it's a big decline. So both Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin are up about by double in the last year, and they're up a couple 1,000% over the last 5 years. So I think that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. But the one that's the really interesting one is Bitcoin Cash. I think it has the ability to go up 1,000 times where it is currently, because it's looking to become peer-to-peer electronic cash for the entire world. And it has more physical shops accepting it around the world. There's more infrastructure being built on top of it. It's really an amazing investment. And as one of the greatest investors ever said, Warren Buffett, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. And I think that's true in general and specifically true about Bitcoin Cash.
Just to give the viewers some of your backstory, Roger, you were an early investor in Bitcoin, one of the original investors, but then switch your allegiance, if you will, to Bitcoin Cash. Because the network you believe is faster, it's built for transactions, it's less expensive, et cetera. Have we seen yet that differentiation in terms of usage between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash that you had predicted?
No, I think it's still happening. And so from my point of view, I didn't switch anything. So the thing that I got so excited about when Bitcoin was less than $1 was peer-to-peer electronic cash for the world, where you could send and receive any amount of money with anyone, anywhere, instantly, basically for free. And there was nothing that anybody could do to stop it. And I've been giving that little speech since 2011. It's still completely true about Bitcoin Cash today. It's no longer true about what everybody's calling Bitcoin. So Bitcoin today is this brand, but the actual technology that works and made Bitcoin popular to begin with is now called Bitcoin Cash. So I think the smart money is putting their money on Bitcoin Cash at this point because it has the economic characteristics that made Bitcoin popular to begin with. So what everybody's calling Bitcoin today is just Bitcoin in name only. The technology and the user experience that made Bitcoin popular to begin with, today it's called Bitcoin Cash. And that's why myself at Bitcoin.com and our 5.5 million wallet users were busy promoting Bitcoin Cash today, because it has the ability to make every single person on the planet's life better. And when something makes people's lives better, they start to use it. And that's why you have tens of thousands of new signups every single day over at Bitcoin.com.
You're spending lots of money, $200 million, in developing an ecosystem in order for Bitcoin Cash to be used to help businesses build out and accept Bitcoin Cash for transactions. How is that going? What's your predictions in terms of usage based on this ecosystem?
Yeah, so you have to build the tools in order for people to be able to use it. And so we'll be deploying that money starting in 2020. And we're going to build the infrastructure to enable people all over the world to start using Bitcoin as cash. One of the first examples of that is the cell phone manufacturer. HTC is literally pre-installing our wallet into every single new smartphone that they ship. And we have other deals in the works with other household names just like that, where you're going to see more Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin.com wallets in brand new devices shipping right there from brands that are known around the world. So all the adoption in commerce is busy happening on Bitcoin Cash. And I think that's where the smart money is going to be looking at, especially in 2020.
I want to go back to a statement you said in terms of nobody can stop it from being used. What we've seen in terms of the decline that most recently in Bitcoin and crypto in general is China coming out, cracking down on Bitcoin trading. We saw the ensuing decline in the cryptos. It sounds like the government, in fact, can at least make it difficult for crypto to be used. I mean, would you at least acknowledge that government could, in fact, play a role, as we're seeing borne out?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that governments can do, is make things difficult for people in their lives. If government wants to make things better for people in their lives, it just needs to get out of the way and let the entrepreneurs build the tools.
That's got to be part of your thesis. I mean, that's got to be an acknowledgement that your thesis isn't an airtight one in terms of nobody can stop this thing from being adopted.
Well, the government can shut down Ford Motor Company overnight. The government cannot shut down cryptocurrencies across the globe overnight. They can make it difficult, but they cannot shut them down or stop it. That's the big difference. And when China started cracking down just recently, one of our platforms, local.bitcoin.com, that allows anybody to buy or sell any amount of Bitcoin Cash for any payment method in any country in any amount with no KYC, our transactions went through the roof with users from China. So that's just an example of how, even as China's trying to clamp down on it, people are finding ways to circumvent those clamps, and that's going to continue to be the case for cryptocurrencies. And that's what makes them so exciting and useful and powerful tools to bring more economic freedom to the world.
And you're at an undisclosed location, correct, Roger? You're still afraid of the haters?
I'm in the British Virgin Islands today.
So. Okay.